Hey y'all, I'm Layla J and welcome to my channel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Sunday. It's a good Sunday and I have a message for y'all. So lately I've been working towards doing one of these videos, but I personally don't want to move unless God tells me to move. So I prayed and I'm like, tell me what your people need to hear. Like, tell me what your people need to hear, Lord. Allow me to open up their ear gates so they can hear what it is that they need to hear. So I just want to say that do not put so much pressure on yourself. Like, I feel like people have a really hard time accepting the fact that we're human. You know what I'm saying? We're human. We're going to go through things. We're going to have to evolve, and we're going to have to understand that sometimes we just have to breathe and realize that there's a bigger purpose than what meets the eye. So one of the main things that I want to focus on today is putting God first. Put God before any and everything that you do, because one thing that God does is, before we even go in that place, he goes before us. He does. So it's like, he's not going to send you or allow you to do anything that is not meant for you. So we're going to work around that thought. You know, I just want to say that I know it's hard. It really is hard trying to see the up side of things when things aren't going the way that you thought you wanted them to go. And it's like, we go through certain things so that we could come out on the other side 100% better. Like, when we go through things, it might be to change your perspective on certain things, see that that's not really what you want to do, even though you thought that's what you wanted to do. It's like, God has a purpose for everything that he does. He's very intentional, and he's there for each and every single one of y'all. Like, even though it may seem like you might be alone or nobody understands you, he does. He's there. Turn to him, acknowledge him, and allow him to know that, God, I need you. Like, it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like, when you realize that it's too heavy, what I'm trying to carry is way too heavy, and that is why our burden is heavy but his is light. So it's like, you give him all of you, because he's going to give you all of him. He's going to work out each and everything that you stress about. That's why you don't stress, and that's why it says you walk by faith and not by sight. Because if we try to do everything on our own, it's 9 times out of 10 not going to work the way that we wanted it to work. But that's because he has a bigger purpose for us. He has, you know, he knows what the end goal is. Well, when we try to stress ourselves out trying to figure what's the next step, should I do this job? Should I buy this house? Should I buy this car? Should I go to this school? Should I start this class? Should I drop this class? It's like, we will stress ourselves out trying to figure out what God has already worked out. He's already made it a point to figure it out, like figure our next step out. So it's like, and I know it's easier to stress. It's easier to be like, well, God, you haven't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? But he has. That's the thing, he has. And we haven't came to terms with that yet. So I just want to say that he loves y'all with all of his heart. Like, he loves us. You get what I'm saying? And all he wants us to do is to love him. It's like, once you get his words and his teachings, his laws, his decrees, it's like, you will understand just how much he loves us and what he would do for us. And that's all he wants us to be able to acknowledge, so that we're able to love him, you know. And another thing is, don't be so adamant on changing yourself so that you could be perfect for God. because God already deems us as perfect. He already deems us as the most beautiful thing. So that's why you put God first, and you come to him and you be like, God, this is what I need help with. This is what I need help with. This is what I need help with. This is what I keep falling short on. This is what's keeping me bound. This is what's hindering my growth. You're able to go to him and acknowledge those things and be vulnerable with him, so that he can work those things out within you, and not you feel like you have to work them out yourself and then you go to him. It's like there's so many ways that you can go to him. It's like it could be frustrating and it could be scary, because it's like I keep trying and I keep falling. But it's like that's exactly why God's there. It's like it's not about you falling, because we're human. We're going to fall, but it's about how you get up and how you put God first the next time. So it's like when you're battling lust, when you're battling temptation, and you're like, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. It's like you turn to him. And it's like you don't look left, you don't look right, but you look straight. You keep your eyes focused on God. You just have to do what it is that he needs you to do. It's okay to go through things, but don't allow that to change you. Do not allow it to harden your heart, and be able to, God, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why I'm going through this, but I want to say thank you, because I know at the end of the day, it's for a greater purpose. And when I get out of this thing, I'm gonna be what I'm supposed to be. Because there's many times where I went through certain things and I'm just like, I don't understand why am I going through this. But then if I didn't go through that, I don't feel like I'll be able to make this message to y'all right now. Everything that I went through, I'm so grateful that I went through it, because now I'm able to see what God was doing in me. So it's like, that's all I want you guys to understand, because I can understand it's hard and it's like you just want to live life. But it's like we can't do everything we want to do. We can't do everything we want to do, because God has a greater purpose for us. And it's like once we realize the things that we wanted to do, we don't want to do those things no more. It's like it'll be even more beneficial. So I just want to say, put God first, acknowledge him, bow down to him, be vulnerable, and tell him what it is that you need, and he will do what it is that you need him to do in you. It's like you have to trust him. You can't put him first if you don't trust him. But before you pick up the phone and call that apartment back, before you pick up that phone to get that new car off that lot, before you pick up that phone to make that move, pick up the phone to call God first. You know what I'm saying? Pray about it. And don't be so quick. Don't be so quick to do certain things, because one thing God does is he takes his time. He takes his time, and we have to be able to submit our timeline to him, because if we do it, we may mess it up. So what that does is give you a chance to understand what exactly God is trying to do for us. So I love y'all, and God loves y'all too. I love people because I understand that everybody go through things. We all have to go through things in our life to be who we are, to be where we are right now in this moment. And I just feel like God covers us, he strengthens us, he pushes us whenever we need him to. And That's the best thing you could ever ask for. Our God is not like any other God. It's only him. It's only him. So yeah. But yeah.